Hey there beauties, my name is Kristen Marie. I'm a licensed esthetician, an educator, mentor, a YouTuber, and a mom. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode, and before we dive in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're an esthetician, maybe you're in beauty school right now, or you just love skincare, that is all welcome here. We hit 80,000 subscribers, now on our way to 90,000 wonderful subscribers, and I'm just so honored that you've come here to my channel to learn, to feel inspired, and I really do hope and pray that we can support you here. So please comment below, share where you're at in your journey, what you're hoping to gain from this channel so that I can continue to make content that is going to be helpful for you in your journey. On my channel, I have been doing a series of what I call real talk videos. I've been updating you about my journey and just where I'm at and just keeping it real like I have been from the very beginning. Honestly, you guys have kept me going. All the advice that I give you here on my channel, I say it as if I'm talking to myself. Anyways, we are taking a little pause from the real talks and we're going to get into some more skincare related videos. So I'm excited for that. And this week we are starting it off with talking more about Eminence organic skincare. So Eminence, I have done a full review for them as a professional brand about a couple months ago. So if you haven't seen that video already, go ahead and check it out along with my other skincare review videos that I've done specifically for pro brands. So if there's any specific brands that you hope that I'm going to be reviewing in the next few months, please comment below. Let me know what you want to see. Oops, sorry. My alarm to post. I've been getting on top of posting again. Anyways, but we're starting off this week with Eminence. Now, my rep in this region, her name is Alejandra, and she reached out to me a while ago and she said, hey, do you think I can come and give you a facial? And I was like, yes. So we finally coordinated a time that worked for the both of us, and it was incredible. It was actually yesterday. My skin has been really happy today, so it was an enjoyable experience. So honestly, I just propped up the camera during our service and just let her talk. I told her I'd be asking her some questions and for her to just share about, you know, her experience working as an Eminence rep, about the company a little bit more, and of course the products that she's using on me throughout the service, because she did customize it for me and my skin concerns. So she asked me, you know, do you want your skin to be matte afterwards or dewy or in between, and what are you hoping to target? So she really asked me some great questions to help customize this service for my skin. If that interests you, go ahead and grab that pen and paper and continue watching. Part of the job that you enjoy?
Oh yes, I love doing facials.
Yeah.
Hands-on.
And remind me, how long did you do facials and stuff before you became a rep?
Yeah, so I was a spa partner, an Eminence spa partner for 10 years before. I've been an esthetician for almost 14 years now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You're so young. When
Thank
did you start? When you were like 10?
It's the Eminence girl.
So when you say you were a spa partner, that means you were solo and you carried at Eminence, or?
So no, not exactly. So I worked at a salon and they carried Eminence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was the third esthetician to ever work there.
Oh, okay.
And the first esthetician there, she had brought on Eminence, and then after she left, there was another esthetician who was also really familiar with Eminence, and she loved them as well. And she was the one who kind of trained me for my first 2 years there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was a really great opportunity.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I'm really glad that I had prior experience before going on my own.
Yeah.
Just getting that mentorship and being able to make those mistakes, you know,
right.
that you will make when you first start.
All right. So we consulted a little bit before. So you had mentioned some minor breakouts that are hormonally linked, but overall it has a really nice texture, and even just kind of pressing down on it, I could feel that your skin does retain moisture, so that's perfect. But yeah, overall, looks really nice and smooth, hydrated. Traditionally, what I like to do is I always kind of start on the décolleté, work my way up the neck, and then into the face. That way, we can stimulate the lymph passageways, and that way everything can drain properly, so it doesn't kind of get stuck in the neck area or in the décolleté, because we definitely can experience congestion there. Yeah, so we're going to do that. So I'm going to start off with the Stone Crop Cleansing Oil. It's one of our most popular products. I use it myself as well. It's a really great, gentle way to just really remove any surface oil, dirt, makeup. So I'm going to do a couple pumps.
I do love a Stone Crop line.
Yeah.
How about it?
That's always the best compliment.
Yes, and my clients are like, I might fall asleep. Like, do it.
So even in the first step, you can already establish your touch and integrate massage. So starting at the décolleté, and since our lymph nodes are in the underarm area, you want to make sure you stimulate those. That way, when we work our way up, that lymph has a way to drain. I'm also going to work on the neck area. The neck is definitely the place that we hold a lot of tension and stiffness. So it's really important to stimulate that area and release some of that tension. Yes, I do love to do hands-on training, especially since this is my full-time job. I don't really see clients regularly like I used to, and I do love that that is part of our job description, is that we do have to be licensed estheticians with prior experience, because that way we'll really be able to connect with our partners, because we know what it's like to be on that end and deal with real clients and scenarios and all that. Is you do get ongoing training. First, your opening order training, so that's 3 trainings, so 1 per month for 3 months. Then after that, you move on to a quarterly calendar, and that's ongoing for being a partner as well too. And even in between that, of course, they can always reach out if they have other questions, if they want the training a little bit earlier, if they hire someone else and they want to be trained. Right, so we did our first cleanse, and for the second cleanse, I'm going to give a little bit more of a kick in terms of exfoliation. So I'm going to mix the Mangosteen Daily Resurfacing Cleanser and then a couple shakes of our Stone Crop Oxygenating Fizzofoliant. Yeah.
That's a good idea to combine those two.
Yeah, so the Mangosteen one, that's going to be great for any texture issues or pore size. So you mentioned like the minor breakouts. This cleanser is exactly good for that. Couple of shakes, the Fizzofoliant. And it's going to give it a soft exfoliation granule.
I love Mangosteen.
Yeah, me too. And I personally use actually this combo exactly for my nighttime routine. And so for the second cleanse, you really can use any cleanser of choice. But typically I do like to do the oil cleanser, but you could also pre-cleanse with a cream-based cleanser. It's still very nice and gentle. And then my second cleanse, I do usually like to do a foamier one, or one that has a little bit more to it. Like the Mangosteen does have the 3% lactic acid. And since this is a gel base, the skin does tend to drink it up a little bit quicker. So for this, you will have to dip for some slip. So that means dipping your fingers in some water so you can get a continuous glide. And that's what's nice too about Eminence, is that it's so concentrated that you really don't need a whole lot. And as you're working it in, you just keep dipping for some water, and that will reactivate that product. So before I grabbed more water, I didn't really have any kind of a lather to it, but once I add a little bit more, it just reactivates that foamy lather. Yeah, so Mangosteen is great for all skin types, but it is primarily for those that do want to target their pore size. Because of the lactic acid, you'll get that really gentle, slow resurfacing over time. The overall texture of the skin. And also Mangosteen, it's a fruit very similar to lychee, so it's a very tardy. So that's kind of one way to remember about ingredients that help with pore size. Just think of eating something sour or tardy, it makes your lips pucker. So just imagine that before your pores. So Mangosteen is definitely very tardy, as are berries. So like acai berry, strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, all those will not only give the skin a lot of antioxidants, but also help refine the pores. So now that you're nice and clean, I'm going to do the Mangosteen Lactic Pro Peel. So it is a 10%, but again, lactic acid is one of the most gentlest exfoliating acids that are available, so it is ideal for those that are very sensitive or new to treatments. Letting them know that a little goes a long way, because we don't use any water in our products or any kind of filler ingredients, and so that's why we're big on dilution, because it is already so concentrated, and then adding a little bit of water will help just spread that product. And then as you're working it into the skin, it doesn't even look like there's anything on there, but you won't need to grab any more product. You just grab water and then massage it further into the skin. The skin can absorb it better, and you're not having to go through your product as quickly. While that sits, we'll do shoulder and neck massage. To mix our Strawberry Rhubarb Hyaluronic Body Lotion. It smells so nice and refreshing. It's one of our lightest, actually it is our lightest, most lightweight body lotion. And it sold out like 3 times the year it came out, which was just last year or the year before. It's still very new. So I'll use a combination of that and the Yuzu solid body oil. Yeah, what do you think about?
That's great.
Yeah. It's our first solid body oil, and it just melts right into the skin. There's also PHA in there, so polyhydroxy acid, and that's even gentler than an AHA and BHA, so even gentler than a lactic acid. The goal with this is that it is great for brightening, great if you have any keratosis pilaris on the skin, so if you do need some exfoliation but also hydration, this would be it.
Yeah, I definitely have that on my arms.
And so I do typically prefer to stand during my facials, but of course do what you need to do for your body. But I do find I can just get to different angles of the body while working in a U shape, in particular with the massaging. I mean, of course, again, if you have to sit or stand behind the center, that's totally fine. But for me, I do find that if I do kind of stay in the middle, I'm having to overestimate other parts of my body when I want to reach certain areas or lift certain areas. I do have to kind of contort my body differently for that. So by standing and working in a U shape, I can get to more areas. Is the pressure okay?
A lot of knots in the shoulders right now.
And this is all part of your training too. So we'll train on different massage. We have a really great kind of these core Hungarian moves. There's 5 of them, and it's a really great kind of background general knowledge training. Yeah, so for the trainings, we'll train you on anything you possibly need for your business. So, of course, product knowledge, application, ingredients, massaging. We also help with social media. We have so many resources for that too. We pretty much have posts ready and set for you to just copy and paste. We have lots of different images on there. We have a really great YouTube channel. And we'll also help with marketing pieces, merchandising. I do love to merchandise. So I'm going to mix the Stone Crop mask with our Strawberry Rhubarb mask. It's my favorite combo. The creaminess in this one just really has great glide for massage. So I always usually recommend to always incorporate a cream-based mask with massage because the gel ones, they just don't have a glide.
I can imagine, massaging that one in.
Right. So if you do want to use it during that step, just mix it with another cream one and you'll be good to go. And you can mix up to 3 masks together, so you can really do a lot of mixology during this step because you can really target multiple concerns for the client. So yeah, for today, we'll do the Stone Crop. Great for everyone, really cooling, healing, great for any time of year. And you did mention some pigmentation concerns, so Stone Crop will also help with that. And then the Strawberry Rhubarb, strawberries are really brightening too, that will also help with that. And also add a lot of hyaluronic acid into your skin so that your skin is nice and hydrated for the day. But at least for us, our masks and serums are the most potent out of anything we offer. So for those clients that really want to change their skin, I always recommend them using a mask and a serum. And one way we do recommend masking, so it doesn't feel like it's like this extra step that you have to do, is you can always mask while you sleep or in the shower. Especially for a cream-based mask, those are really nice to sleep in, especially because at nighttime, that's when your skin drinks the most. So you want to give it a lot of hydration, a lot of nutrients to absorb during repair mode. So sleeping in the mask is super, super beneficial. So even just soft movements like this is enough to stimulate the lymph system right there and activate that area so it can drain. So I define the jaw right here, and the more you work in that area, you'll realize that we do hold a lot of tension there, stress. You definitely get knots in that area. Break up that fascia here. Drain down. Okay, for finishing steps, I'm going to mist some Stone Crowd Mist, our #1 product, because it's so versatile, good for everybody. Next, I'm going to do the Birch Water Purifying Essence. I personally love this product. Great for anyone that's very dehydrated or just wants a really nice hydrating glass of water for their skin. But this has a lot of natural electrolytes to help detoxify the skin, replenish, and will also help to infuse the skin with liquid collagen. The analogy I like to use is, think of a mist as a tea, which, you know, light hydration, a couple of key ingredients, nice and light. And in essence, it's going to be more like a bone broth. So a tea and a bone broth are still liquid, but out of the two, a bone broth, or in this case, the essence, is going to have more density to it. There's more weight, more nutrients, more hydration to it. So that is going to give a little bit more than what a Tonique would do. For your serum, I'm going to do the 8 Greens Youth Serum. I love this one also personally for those hormonal fluctuations. But even if it's if that's not a concern, you can still use it to just kind of even everything out. Or if you are anticipating a hormonal fluctuation coming up, this will definitely help with that. And so the way this works, so there's phytoestrogen plants in there, and then during like our time of the month, we have an increase of testosterone. So the phytoestrogen plants are going to help balance out that testosterone and prevent you from forming a breakout because of that influx of testosterone. For the moisturizer, I'm going to use our new Bakuchiol and Niacinamide moisturizer. This one's super exciting because it is a retinol alternative. So you get the benefits of using a retinol without any of the side effects. So it makes it really great for anyone that is very sensitive or just prefers a different option. And it does have a light finish, but still a hydrated feel to the skin. So I'm going to finish with our Radiant Protection SPF Fluid. This one too we're so excited about. Just sunscreens in general are just really difficult for people, I think, to use, and no one wants to reapply. It has a white cast. There's all these other concerns that people have had about sunscreen, but this one we're excited because it is a mineral base, so it's zinc, reef safe. It doesn't have a white cast, and you can just rub it in and apply like a normal moisturizer. And it does have a really nice dewy finish. So we always shake it because there is a stainless steel ball in there to make sure everything's nice and mixed. And I do a small amount. I always start off small, and then if I need to build more onto it, then I can add more. And especially with this one, it does have a light texture, but it does have a dewy finish, so I don't want to do too much of that on some people because it can be a bit emollient. So that's why I always start off small. So this too does have some Mangosteen in there, so that will help with the pore size. There's also acai berry in here, so that's going to help give the skin a lot of antioxidants. Will also help with the brightening. And then niacinamide in here as well. That's going to be great for retaining moisture, and brightening, and also controlling the oil production as well. Beautiful and glowing. Yes, thank Thank you so much.
That was amazing.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks, guys, so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed the service thoroughly. I will say that partially through the service, I felt like I was falling asleep. So again, thank you so much, Alejandra, for coming and blessing me with your amazing hands, your amazing products. And again, you guys know how I feel about Eminence. I absolutely love the brand. Go ahead and check out my full Eminence skincare review if you haven't already, and comment below any other brands or products that you hope that I review here on this channel for you guys. So without further ado, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys back here next week on Monday for a new one. I love you, stay safe, and I'll see you then. Bye.